All right, today on the channel, the latest cool toy that we're gonna be taking a look at is this quarter scale arcade from Numskull. This is none other than BurgerTime, one of the most iconic arcade cabinet silhouettes that came out in the 80s, specifically 1982. I was negative 2 years old when this came out, but nonetheless, I've still enjoyed playing this every opportunity I can. I'm absolutely trash at it, but I still enjoy playing it. It's very addictive gameplay. You play as Peter Pepper, the iconic chef, running around avoiding all these anthropomorphic hot dogs, eggs, and you're trying to squish everything in between these hamburgers, so aptly named. In Japan specifically, they went, thought long and hard, what should we name this game? And they came up with hamburger. Very on the nose. Luckily overseas, they give it a little more thrilling name with BurgerTime, but yeah, hamburger in Japan. Beautiful packaging, as always, from Numskull. I've been excited about this release. I've been anxiously anticipating it. Did a sit-down interview with Matt Precious, co-founder of the Quarter Scale and Numskull brand, and he showed me the early prototype mock-up of a sample they had of BurgerTime, and now that it's out there and officially released, boy howdy, you can bet I'm excited to actually have my hands on one, see it in person, and yeah, absolutely confirm this thing looks amazing. Inside the box, you'll get USB-C charging cable, very lengthy. We have a little QR code there that you can scan and join the Facebook official fan club. I highly recommend it. If you want to ever see like behind the scenes and early sample prototype pictures of what they're working on, that is the first place it's ever revealed anywhere out there on the net, even before they do their official social media stuff. So definitely check out the fan club. You also get a QR code to activate your warranty. You get the instruction manual, basically gives you, multilingual support for how to turn on the game, how to play the game, and how to activate the dip switch settings. But let's just take a moment and appreciate the amazing, gorgeous looking aesthetic that we have here. Turn this bad boy on and we'll go ahead and inspect some of the cabinet details. So up front, we got Peter Pepper sitting on a cheeseburger, just chilling, enjoying his best life. We got two nefarious hot dogs smiling, coming right at him. The artwork on this, obviously we got Peter Pepper on the side there, but they did an amazing job. I've seen a lot of reproduction BurgerTime artwork that is not good, and you can always kind of tell down here in the pepper granules. They tend to blend together if it's not a real, high quality reproduction as far as the artwork. Same thing over here with like kind of the gradation of the paint and the details inside the hamburger. They did a good job. Like I said, this is a top tier print quality. We got the orange faux T-molding around the side of the cabinet. Control panel itself, we got nice sturdy polycarbonate overlay, so you don't have to worry about the graphics rubbing off or anything like that. Super cool detail that I love on this is they actually put the little pepper sprinkles, circles on top of the pepper buttons. So, these little white buttons here, if another company was out there doing this, I'd almost guarantee you they wouldn't even mess with the details on that. They would just give you a white button. You'd be lucky if you got a P on it, but no, you got the P and the little pepper sprinkles. So again, Numskull killing it with the small details. The bezel looks great. No blurring of the small text. And it is small text because this is a shrunken down machine, but it's not blurry. I can read everything. We have that CRT beveled lens there, so it kind of emulates the look of an old school monitor. No scan lines on this or anything like that, so you're just gonna have to deal with the CRT lens look, but overall LCD quality is great. I didn't have any issues with glare. It's a high quality LCD in there. All side viewing angles, it doesn't wash out or anything, and I didn't see unnecessarily bright spots or glare anytime I had lights on. So I had overhead lights on and it wasn't like shining and reflecting and making it to where it was unplayable. No, I'm awful at this game no matter the lighting conditions, and thankfully that's my lack of skill versus the build quality of this machine, because I gotta say I don't have any faults with this. I think they did a great job as far as how it looks, how it plays. They absolutely killed it with the details. Marquee looks great, it's not washed out. I can turn the lights on, off. Doesn't matter the lighting conditions. It looks amazing. And of course, we got our light up coin buttons up there. Our actual functional coin buttons here to enter your credits, start your game. I mean, great stuff all around. Standard stuff on the back. We got our little handles there, so you'd put this on a dolly if it was a full-size machine and move it around. You got your ventilation. Your number badge here is saying this is number 16 in the line of quarter scale releases thus far. And of course on the bottom there we got our toggle switch, our USB-C charging port, battery light indicator, and our volume toggle wheel. And I mean, that's it. This is a beautiful recreation of BurgerTime. So let's go ahead and access the dip switch menu settings, show you how to activate that and see what kind of settings we have in there, and then we'll go into gameplay. So guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What do you think of the quarter scale arcade BurgerTime from Numskull? Are you a fan of it? Are you ordering one? If you're interested, I'll put product links down in the video description box below. But guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below, because it is BurgerTime. All right, let's go ahead and activate the server/dip switch menu. To do that, we're gonna hold player 1 and player 2 down, turn the machine on, keep holding those buttons down. We'll see our startup Numskull screen. And then eventually, after a couple more seconds, it'll go right into the service menu/dip switch settings, and we can kind of examine what we have in there. There we go. So here we have options. We can change the credit amount, so the amount of times you got to push the faux quarter button. That way you can start your game. Here you can toggle on the service menu, which is something that was meant for the original operators on their old school arcades back in the day. That way they can go in there and service and diagnose and troubleshoot any kind of issues that were going on their machine. With this being an actual kind of emulated machine that's shrunken down, you don't necessarily need any of this. None of the changes here are gonna affect gameplay. Basically, it's just gonna be showing you sound test, visual test, RAM test, ROM test to make sure everything's working as it should be. But in reality, you're not going to be changing any gameplay settings in this quote-unquote service menu. Crosshatch pattern, same kind of thing, doesn't really do anything, just kind of shows you a crosshatch pattern on the screen, and then it kind of freezes up. So again, wouldn't mess with that. Cabinet mode, upright or cocktail. Obviously this is not a cocktail machine, so again, wouldn't mess with that. You can manipulate the number of lives you start with. You can change out the bonus lives. You can change the number of enemies on the screen, and you can add that additional pepper every time you change the levels.